impact on law-related education. Ari coaches moot court, mock trial, and international moot court. Please welcome Jay Bernstein, who will speak on behalf of Ari.
Never needed a microphone. Wow. Good evening, everyone, and welcome and congratulations. What a lucky group of students to have this gentleman as their teacher. We need to bring some of that enthusiasm even out of the classroom. I'm Jay Bernstein. I am a partner in the New York Capital Markets Group at Clifford Chance, an international law firm. For about a dozen years, I had the privilege to serve as the chairman of that practice, and it was in that capacity that I first met and actually hired the great Mr. Ari Kahn. Judiciary law, this is for you students, section 466, requires every person admitted as an attorney and counselor of law in the state of New York to take a constitutional oath of office in open court and subscribe his or her name to a book called The Roll of Attorneys, which is kept in the office of the clerk of the appellate division of the Supreme Court. I remember 30-odd years ago when I signed that Roll of Attorneys book, and I was privileged to do so. The oath that's given that day is actually quite simple: to faithfully discharge the duties of the office of attorney and counselor at law according to the best of your ability. The occasion, however, and I remember it, is quite solemn. Administered in open court, in public, before judges of the appellate division, in a ornate and august courtroom, in front of family and friends and other well-wishers who come to see the ceremony. And I began thinking about this oath and the admission ceremony when I learned that Ari was selected for the Outstanding Attorney Award. The purpose of the oath and the admission ceremony is more than anything else to impress a vital lesson. With your admission, yes, as a lawyer, you're able to embark on your career and practice of law, engage in your chosen profession. But on top of that comes something else, something of importance, something that translates into a weighty, almost sacred responsibility, which is to use your talents and knowledge that you acquire in the law for a greater good, for something meaningful, for something important, for something that improves our community, and for something that helps others along their paths in this life. Ari Kahn embodies that vital lesson and lives it every day. He's an exceptionally bright, dedicated, and elegant person. He connects with others at the highest possible plane. He looks for and brings out the best in others and helps support a spirit of collaboration and cooperation in our law firm. It is for me a true honor to know him and to work with him as a colleague and a friend. After Ari's graduation in 2002 from Harvard Law School, he spent a few years on the other side of the tracks at Sullivan and Cromwell before joining us in the summer of 2008. He occupies a special counsel role at Clifford Chance, where he focuses, not surprisingly, on training young lawyers, communicating with the outside world on important legal and regulatory developments, and most importantly, developing creative, complex solutions for capital raising and regulatory initiatives that our clients are facing. We put his great talents to work almost immediately when he joined us in 2008 because when he joined, it turned out that something that we later called the Great Financial Crisis was just beginning. And with Ari's help, in those challenging days, we as a team were able to bring a range of different creative, complex, cross-disciplinary solutions to help guide our clients through what was a most difficult period. But in addition to his important work that he does within the firm as an outstanding lawyer, and he truly is outstanding, Ari has been involved for years in many community and charitable endeavors, both inside and outside of legal circles. Within those legal circles, that's why we're here today, he has led the Clifford Chance work on behalf of the Justice Resource Center, which is we've heard is a public-private partnership established in 1991 to develop educational programs built around law, which especially impact school-age, high school-age kids. With this center, which was originated here in our great city, sponsors moot court competitions and mock trial competitions for high school-age students. As part of his work, Ari has coached students from Robert H. Lehman High School in the Bronx, guiding his team this year to the quarterfinals in both the moot court and mock trial competitions. The Justice Resource Center also sponsors a wonderful biennial international competition where Ari leads a citywide team, some members of which are here today, to the International Court of The Hague to compete against other aspiring lawyers both in the other places in the United States and for other parts around the world. His 2012 team was crowned champion of the entire tournament, and in addition to captaining his team, Ari has also played an important role in creating cases that are used in the competition. I can attest that as the leader of his many fine students, Ari has joyfully devoted countless hours in tryouts, in training, and getting his team ready to compete at the highest possible level. He has served as a great mentor to his students, showing them the rules of the court, how to do direct and cross-examination, how to introduce evidence, how to make opening and closing arguments. He teaches his students about case structure and how to present arguments, and guides them on public speaking, demeanor, and strategy. More than any of this, though, and I know this man well, Ari shows his students how a smart, good, and decent man goes about his business. How a person maintains a great demeanor, supports others, collaborates, and works as a team, engages in a great competition, but remains gracious in the heat of the battle, and operates with civility and respect for others. Also, how success flows from hard work and dedication. And what it means to take to heart that lesson that underpins the magical oath admission ceremony that remains a central tradition in the bar in this state. I am very, very grateful to the Law, Youth, and Citizenship Committee of the New York State Bar for recognizing Ari's contribution to our city and positively impacting his many precious students. Please join me in celebrating this year's recipient of the Outstanding Attorney Award, the great Mr. Ari Kahn.
I want to thank all of you for being here today. Congratulate Mr. Kaminsky, a well-deserved recipient who I've personally met and I've known some of his students, and the impact he has on them is truly incredible. Before I say anything, there are a number of people I'd like to thank. First, thank you, Martha, from the Law Youth Decision Committee for this honor. It's incredible to be recognized for something that you do that's actually, to me, not work. You know, it's part of the passion, it's part of the love that you feel when you're able to give back and you're able to, to find something that you love to do even while you're working. I want to specifically thank Deb Lesser and Carolyn and all the other amazing people at the Justice Resource Center. This staff changes the lives of thousands of students every single year, not just in New York City, but around the world in far-off places, including, places such as South America, Europe, Africa. It's an amazing thing they do, and really, if it wasn't for them bringing me involved in some of these projects, I never would be able to have the chance to do what I do. But thank you so much, Deb and Carolyn. Really. I would love to thank my friends, mostly friends, and of course my colleagues as well, but my friends from Clifford Chance, not just for coming and supporting me today, but for the incredible amount of support that they've shown for this project throughout the years. Obviously I'm accepting this for my work, but everything I do is done as part of a team. None of this I do as something on my own. Everything I do is part of this team of amazing coaches from Clifford Chance, litigators, corporate attorneys, partners, associates, first years, paralegals, everybody coming together to work with and to mentor these students and hopefully make them feel like Clifford Chance is a second home. I know they get very comfortable hanging out in the hallways and the ping pong tables and the other stuff there. But it doesn't happen without not only support the colleagues that are actually part of the team, but the firm itself and the amount of resources and effort they devote. Flying attorneys that are their coaches halfway around the world to The Hague to be there for the moot court team when they compete. It's that kind of commitment, not just to our programs, but to all the pro bono and their commitment, as Jay said. Take seriously the fact that as an attorney, you're supposed to impact something greater than the work that's on your desk, right? An impact that really focuses on the world. And as a global firm, their commitment and their lesson is an inspiration for all, and I want to just recognize and thank them for allowing me the time and the resources to do what I do. I'd also like to thank my amazing partner in some of these projects, Ms. Gail Peters, who runs the law program at Lehman High School in the Bronx. Could not have asked for a more amazing partner. What she faces every day, I don't have to tell many of you the issues you have to deal with, both with students and with the bureaucracy and with the politics involved of being a teacher, how you balance all of that. And what separates everything is the dedication Ms. Peters has for her students, for this program, and seeing the connection the students have for her. And the fact that long after they've left school, they're still in touch with Ms. Peters. And in fact, they come back to the school and they come back to our firm and they help out with coaching, they help out with mentorship, and they help out with inspiration. And just obviously thank Ms. Peters for being an incredible partner in everything that we do. significant others that are here, my brother-in-law and sister-in-law. You know, the fact that they've taken time and have come to support me, it shows, you know, how much the message of giving back, how important that is taken, you know, in our family. I know my kids have when we're weekend coaches, and you know, the kids still need to be supervised. They've come, they've helped coach some of the mock trial and moot court sessions, and they, of course, they give me feedback, how they think it went, whether they think they're interested in the case and stuff like that. I get very honest feedback from them, and of course, you know, my wife, who puts up with the fact that, you know, these hours and hours have to be taken up somewhere, and who's just from day one has believed in me, supported me, and you know, is an amazing partner in life. And I want to publicly thank my wife, Sarah. I think this is especially good, it's our anniversary today, so. And so just one final note. As Mr. Kunsky said, preaching to converted, but a lesson that I try to pass on to the students we have and the former students, and you know, the last people I want to thank are you, the students, and the alumni that are here today, support, and how much that connection means to me, and how great it is to see you guys, keep going on your path. And the lesson that I just want to just pass on is that if you plan to make whatever you plan to do in terms of how you earn your living, that's your path, that's what you're going to take. But along the way, there's going to be opportunity, and there's going to be a need for you to give back. And the time to start doing that, the time to create that habit is now. When you're in school, when you're in college, when you're in law school, you have to start now, right? Later on, it only gets harder, I promise. When you've got a mortgage to pay for, when you've got a job and a responsibility, and you take that seriously, you all do. I mean, our clients are our number one, right? If you don't start that habit now and create a space where, you know, in your mind, you mentally carve out that time during the week or during the month to do something meaningful to yourself that gives back in some way, right? It's only going to get harder to start later on. So if that's going to be something you see yourself doing, if you see yourself, you know, whether it's the way you earn your living or whether it's just a part of your life because, you know the world needs it, start now, right? Create that habit now, and as you get on and as it gets harder, they'll still be there. That habit you have, that process you have of always carving out time and always making time to be able to give back will still be there even when times are tough and things are stressful, you know, and hopefully with all of that, you guys will make a real difference in this world. Thank you very much.